Hi everyone, welcome back. We're on the case. Yay. Um we're going to be using this Stamps of Life Lavish long stem flower stamp. We only had a stamp because I was like I don't need to be in a stamp and die club. I have a scanning cut, but these are okay enough to just fussy cut, even though I don't want to fussy cut at all. We're going to be going for this one right here, and they have a yellow, pink, and blue kind of ombre. So we're going to try this. I have not been dabbling in blending for a while, but we're going to try it. And then we have pink. What is this? Orange and blue. I'm noticing. Oh, we only have one stamp set though. Hold on, let's see. We'll do this one in. Embrace the beauty of today. Yeah, we don't have that one, so we'll do this one, and it'll make it a little bit easier. We could just use one uh, sheet. So this is a 4 by 5.5 by 4 1/4, and these are photopolymer stamps. So we're gonna use some versified ink for it. We probably could get it another image on here if we were really going for that, saving all the paper. But we are not doing that today. All right, I'm going to be using this VersaFine gray. I'll go ahead and ink it up with Morning Mist. It's the gray color. And what I'm doing, which is such a relief for me, I'm able to use some of these beautiful photopolymer stamps that I hadn't been able to use in a long time because, not this particular stamp, but in general, because I just did not like how sticky it was. So if you notice, like I have it almost fully covered, and it will still have a little bit of a sticky residue. It won't be as bad as it could have been. So I'm going to put that first, and then I'm going to use this Hero Arts Intense Black to go on top of it. I don't know how intense this ink is. I really like the other one that Samara had gifted me from Mindless Crafting, but I had was going through some stuff and I was like, let's try and use some of these things. So we'll see. All right. So this is our first impression. Yeah. All right. A little bit right here. So we're going to go back right on top of there. Excuse the glare. Instead of fighting with it, we're just going to ink it up a little bit more. Now, this is the part I don't really like to do is re-ink after I've stamped it, because sometimes I tend to go heavier in that spot versus the first time that I inked it. So it's usually an operator error more so than a stamp issue. A product issue. It's usually a user error. There we go. All right, y'all. So we're gonna go ahead and use. This is from it's pale green, 354. This is from just a discount store, and I haven't tried, I should say, and I'm not gonna try it today. But I normally don't do like shading. I've been watching a few and reading some shading tips. I'm not gonna lie, this would probably be easier if I had stamped this, colored it, and put on a scanning cut. But we're just gonna cut it out by hand. It's super easy, simple. It's not that many things on there. Can you believe we're in June and it's the 10th of the month? I cannot. Sometimes I feel like the day goes by super duper fast, and then sometimes I feel like the day goes by super duper slow. I like super duper slow days when I'm just at home kind of relaxing. versus not. I've noticed that sometimes when I'm on a go, 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 the day go, 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 goes. And we like a busy day, right? We love a busy day. It helps the time go by fast. I am in the savoring of the moments. I am in the savoring of the moments right now because things are not always the best. So I'm definitely in the savoring of the moments, the counting the blessing moments, and just relaxing and not getting super angry about every dang on thing all the time. I don't normally get super angry, but my upset trigger goes off quite often. So I'm trying my best to just it's okay. Is it working? Not so much. Also, I don't think I have a blue pattern like this. So what I think I'm gonna do is just pull out the color I actually have and see how that works. My marker is leaking. Very interesting. Even my markers are like, you haven't been using us, so we're just gonna drip everywhere. Ooh, ooh. Yeah, it was leaking from this side. As you notice, you can color darker and it gets more than one time and it'll get a little bit darker and then darker and darker. When I first started buying alcohol markers, I used to watch the artists, like the professional artists, talk about the markers and the things that they did. Now I just watched this and I forgot what it was. Yeah, this is that one. All right, so we're going to use this first. That was not, I thought this was lighter. Ooh, I was wrong. Yours want to go light first. Light first. And this is not the yellow I want, but that's okay. We're going to make it work. This says light yellow. Let's see. Oh, yeah, that's pretty good. So light yellow. Yeah, yeah. And then we're going to go back over with a darker yellow, and then we'll go back over with a lighter yellow. So I'm going to go ahead and do this, and when we come back, we'll have this all fussy cut and ready to be placed on a card. All right, so we're back. I'm using this paper that I picked up from Dollar Tree, 5 quarter store. I heard that someone saying it was on a short, and they was talking about something they had got. But anyway, I believe it's this one right here. It's very thick, sturdy paper. Very thick and sturdy. If you wanted to and you didn't like a color, you probably could go inside because these are very flimsy. So if you wanted to layer it up or put another layer and then a little white sheet of paper on the inside, you probably could do that. Now, I don't have this die, whatever this die is. Let's see. Uh, big scallop rectangle dies. So I don't have this big scallop rectangle dies. So we're going to use what I have, this. And we're going to use this orange card base that I picked up from Hobby Lobby. I want to say it was last year, but I don't remember. Hobby Lobby has so many quote unquote clearances. Well, they're not really, they are clearances, but they're seasonal clearances, right? Um, they're seasonal clearance. And sometimes you're lucky enough to get it, and sometimes you're not. The thing about Hobby Lobby is they never have more than like 10 items in stock anyway. It's more like four, five. And some things they only have two in stock, two or three in stock. So you'll never catch like the quote unquote big sale. So go ahead and apply some Aleene's tacky glue on here. Aleene's is probably I don't say best, but it's the most economical and it gives you great results. It's one of my favorite glues to use. Um, in my opinion, it's one of the better glues for us to use as paper crafters. But some people like to buy the expensive glues and showcase that. And I'm all for it. Whatever's going to make you the happiest. I cut this down to be 5 1/4 by 4. So we can see that orange background. Yep, but I do like Aleene's. It's very economical, like I said. It's a few other glues that I think are very nice to use. But Aliens is easy to get your hands on. You know, if you go to the Michaels, they have it. I think it's 2.99. It may have went up just a little bit, um, but it's very economical. I also like Tombow glue. I was introduced to Tombow by a friend that I met in Mississippi, and she was using some tape, and I was like, "Ooh, what is that you have?" And she was like, "Check it out." And she didn't say it like that, but you know, sometimes you got to be dramatic, over dramatic sometimes. So we're gonna go ahead and stamp our image down real quick. Our It says embrace the beauty of today. Now I don't know how that's gonna work out for us. I really don't. Not embracing the beauty, but I don't know how it's gonna work. While that dries off, and then we're gonna just take this, and this is a scallop layering piece. So it's not sticky anymore. You see, and I am going to use the intense ink on this one from Mindless Crafting. And I'm just going to go in this top corner and stamp. There you have it. Now, my favorite go-to for these type of little sentiments is this oval punch by Stepping Up, but as you can see, it will not fit. So what we're gonna do, I could just pull out some decorative edge scissors. I may do that. Yeah, we could do that, huh? Yeah, we could do that. Do I have any decorative edge scissors in my visual cue? No, we don't. So we're gonna use these. Excuse the shaking of the camera. I'm gonna cut this a little bit. But now would be a good time to pull out your decorative edge scissors if you have them, and just cut, easy peasy. Um, I don't have that at my leisure, my disposal, darlings. So what I'm gonna do is just cut it regular, and then I'm gonna cut this. Have an orange strip, and let's see. I think I can layer it. Yeah, I can layer that. So let's go ahead and cut this down. I saw some decorative edge scissors at the store recently, and I was like, "Ooh, are they making a comeback?" I didn't buy them. I already had some. But whenever I see decorative edge scissors, there's something about it that just takes me back to when I was a little girl um, in school, and you know you could cut those however you want it. So we're gonna go ahead and I want to ink this edge up real quick, and then I'm gonna glue it down to this orange sheet of paper and cut around, and then that's how we'll do that because we don't have all of the things that they use. When you case a card, you case the stuff that you like on the card. If I'm saying that correctly, you all could correct me if I'm wrong. I prefer to be knowledge learned up versus not learned up. Now I don't know what. Oh, this is this one. So let's see. I had pulled out my little tin because I was cleaning off this desk. Believe it or not, I was cleaning the desk off. And have you ever been cleaning and got overwhelmed by all the junk you have? I mean, stuff um, that you have. I know some people get offended when you call your stuff junk, and it's included with their stuff. So, yeah, yeah, this is gonna be nice. I really need to get on this. I need to get some bigger punches, or just pull out my layering dies, which I don't mind doing. I haven't been in the mood to die cut recently. I don't know what's going on with me with that. So, all right, so we're gonna go ahead and glue that down real quick. We're gonna use this bond glue. Like that Ultra Bond glue is expensive if you don't have a coupon. A little bit too much glue. All right. I'm just going to cut this down and then we can layer everything together. So just taking one last look at this image, it looks like this is on top, the flower. Looks like the flower is on top of the sentiment. So I'm going to put the sentiment down with some tape and then we'll pop the flowers up real quick. Rub that glue in, the adhesive. There we go. And now like that. So let's go ahead and get our foam tape surgery going on. We're going to have to cut. I don't have little tiny pieces. Oh, wait. Yes, I do. These dang squares. These little bitty squares. This was in a kit or something, and this is how the stamp, this how it came. You can still use it. I was on a site yesterday, a crafting site, and they had a just a small little thin um, die that you could cut foam. I was like, who and why would I? I was like, I don't want to cut the foam that small. But it's like I was thinking at the same time I was saying I was like, that is such a good idea though, because some people are very, very crafty when it comes to creating, and they don't need all the stuff that I need to make their stuff work, right? The cheats. The cheats are, prefabricated cards, things like that. So we'll have to cut that one down just a little bit. And this is the part I do not care for, pulling off these little release pieces. But we're gonna go ahead and get all of it foamed up. I was saw my uncle recently, my only uncle that's left. I went to my uncle's funeral in the first. It was June 1st, so that last week of May was very hectic. I guess you could say it was very hectic for me. My son was promoting to the next grade, so he had stuff going on, and at the same time, I was still, which I still am, processing this new form of what's going on, right? But I saw my uncle and I was like, "You look like my grandfather," which is his daddy, right? And then I don't have a lot of pictures of my grandfather. I think I have like one, but my cousin had went through a lot of his dad's stuff and he had found some pictures and he had sent them. And my uncle's supposed to be going to my cousin's house to go through the pictures and maybe give him a little bit of a history lesson, I guess you could say. And so, but it was just, and I told my uncle, I said, it felt good being home, even though I have no home in Houston. Let's just be clear. I have no home in Houston unless I make a home there because my mom's not there, my aunt's not there, but my uncle is. And I said, well, um, I told him that when I spoke to him last week, it was, yeah, last week after I got home, I said, it felt good being home and I didn't want to come to my home. And he was like, you didn't have to. I was like, oh, I did. I really did. You know how sometimes you're like, if I don't leave now, I ain't never leaving. That was that moment. I see how I can see how people are easily able to just kind of go when things aren't right. Sometimes you just gotta stay and fight and make them right, though. Right. So anyway, we're gonna release this. But yeah, it felt good to be back in familiar place. And my son was like, "Which is better, mommy?" I was like, "Houston." I feel like if you're born in a few states, right, you're very proud of your state, even though it's a bunch of nonsense going on in your state, or crazy stuff is going on. You're still proud of it. And I think Texas is one of those kind of loyal to a fault situations. All right, so we got this one. Let's curve this a little bit and put it right here. Curve, please curve. There we go. Not that curved. Like I have a few Floridian friends, and I always talk trash about the driving or whatever. But then I've heard one of my friends drive in Florida, and she's always like saying stuff. I'm like, wait, I just said that this was that, and now you're yelling at these people. So my theory is correct. And you know how you have that sibling, like you can mess with them, but you better not. Like the brother or sister can mess with their sibling, but some outside stranger bet not say anything. I think that's how we all feel about our crazy states or cities that we live in. Because some cities have rivalries against other cities in the state, so they can fight against each other. But some person from another state can't be like, "Oh yeah, this state stinks," because oh, it's like when you walk into a spot and everybody stops and looks at you like, "What are you doing in here?" Um, kind of thing. It's like, whoa, 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 you don't have that right, buddy. All right. So it is not the exact replica, but given what we have, I think we did pretty good. So this is the card that we cased, and this is our casing. So I think case is closed on this one. You can just go ahead and write some sentiments on there. Anyway, I want to say thank you all for watching. Glare. I hope that you had a enjoyed the time that we spent together today. And until next time, happy crafting.